Welcome to this video where we take an in-depth look at two of Africa's most influential nations, South Africa and Nigeria, comparing them across various aspects to provide a holistic understanding of their similarities, differences, and significance on the continent. Let's dive in. But before we do so, you're welcome and welcome back to this channel. If you are new here, consider subscribing. Don't forget to turn on post notification because that will notify you whenever I drop new content on this channel. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and share. So, South Africa and Nigeria are two giants in Africa, not just in population and size, but also in global influence. South Africa is located at the southernmost tip of the continent, boasting a coastline along the Atlantic and Indian Oceans. Nigeria, in contrast, is situated in West Africa with a prominent coastline along the Gulf of Guinea. These locations contribute heavily to their economic and cultural identities. South Africa has a landmass of approximately 1.22 million square kilometers, making it one of the largest countries in Africa. Nigeria, while smaller geographically, covers about 923,768 square kilometers, but compensates for its size with its sheer population, making it the most populous country on the continent. And when it comes to population, South Africa has an estimated 60 million people in 2024. Nigeria, however, dwarfs this number with over 223 million people. This significant difference impacts various aspects such as economic activities, urban planning, and social services. Nigeria's younger population is a striking contrast to South Africa's slightly aging demographic, giving each country unique advantages and challenges. Both countries have rich and diverse cultures shaped by a multitude of ethnic groups. South Africa is often referred to as a rainbow nation, home to over 11 official languages, including Zulu, Xhosa, and Afrikaans. Nigeria, on the other hand, boasts over 500 languages, with Hausa, Yoruba, and Igbo being the most widely spoken. This cultural diversity fosters vibrant traditions, music, and arts in both nations. Economically, Nigeria and South Africa are powerhouses on the continent. South Africa is considered the most industrialized nation in Africa, with a well-established infrastructure and sectors like mining, manufacturing, and tourism driving its GDP. Nigeria's economy, the largest in Africa, is primarily influenced by oil, accounting for a significant percentage of its GDP. However, agriculture and the tech industry are also on the rise. South Africa's GDP for 2024 is projected to be around $460 billion, while Nigeria's GDP is estimated at $514 billion. Despite Nigeria's larger GDP, South Africa has a higher GDP per capita, indicating better income distribution and standard of living for the average citizen. This disparity often sparks debate about the true economic strength of these nations. And in terms of natural resources, South Africa is renowned for its mineral wealth, particularly gold, diamonds, and platinum. Nigeria, on the other hand, is synonymous with crude oil. Both nations rely heavily on these resources for foreign exchange, but are also diversifying to reduce dependency on these sectors. The political landscapes of South Africa and Nigeria differ significantly. South Africa has a parliamentary system, and its politics are largely shaped by the African National Congress, that is ANC, which has been in power since the end of the apartheid in 1994. Nigeria operates a federal presidential system with power dynamics heavily influenced by ethnic and regional considerations. South Africa's history is deeply marked by apartheid, a system of institutionalized racial segregation that ended in 1994. Nigeria, on the other hand, has a history shaped by colonialism, independence struggles, and a series of military coups before transitioning to democracy in 1999. These historical experiences have profoundly influenced their societies and governance. Then, when it comes to military strength, South Africa has a more technologically advanced and well-equipped defense force. Nigeria, however, has a larger military in terms of personnel, driven by its need to combat internal security challenges such as insurgency and banditry. Both nations play significant roles in African peacekeeping missions. Then, in education, South Africa boasts some of the continent's best universities, such as the University of Cape Town and Stellenbosch University. Nigeria, despite challenges in its education sector, is home to institutions like the University of Ibadan and Covenant University, which produce a large number of graduates yearly. Healthcare in South Africa is considered more advanced with better infrastructure and access to medical facilities compared to Nigeria. However, both countries face challenges such as brain drain and limited access to quality healthcare in rural areas. The entertainment industries of both nations have gained global recognition. South Africa's film industry, known as South African Hollywood, is celebrated for its high-quality productions. Nigeria's Nollywood, one of the largest film industries in the world, is renowned for its prolific output and influence across Africa. In sports, South Africa is famous for rugby, cricket, and soccer, hosting the FIFA World Cup in 2010. Nigeria, meanwhile, is known for its dominance in soccer, with the Super Eagles being a continental powerhouse. Track and field athletes from both nations also shine on the global stage. Also, tourism is a key revenue source for South Africa, thanks to attractions like Kruger National Park, Table Mountain, and Robben Island. Nigeria, while not as developed in tourism, is increasingly promoting destinations such as Yankari National Park and Obudu Mountain Resort. Both countries face challenges in terms of corruption and governance. South Africa's state capture scandal and Nigeria's issues with oil theft and mismanagement highlight the need for stronger institutions and accountability. Infrastructure in South Africa is more developed with better roads, railways, and airports. Nigeria is making strides in improving its infrastructure, but challenges remain due to rapid urbanization and population growth. The tech industries in both countries are growing rapidly. South Africa is a hub for fintech and innovation, while Nigeria's tech scene, particularly in Lagos, has produced several unicorn startups like Flutterwave and Paystack. Energy generation is a major issue for both nations. South Africa relies heavily on coal and faces frequent power cuts. Nigeria, despite being a major oil producer, struggles with electricity generation and distribution, leading to widespread reliance on generators. And then, the agricultural sectors of both countries differ significantly. South Africa is a major exporter of fruit and wine, while Nigeria focuses on crops like cassava, yams, and rice, catering to its large domestic markets. Urbanization trends in both nations present unique challenges and opportunities. South Africa's cities like Johannesburg and Cape Town are well developed but face issues like inequality. Nigeria's megacities like Lagos and Abuja struggle with congestion and inadequate infrastructure. In trade, South Africa has stronger trade relationships with Western nations, while Nigeria has a growing partnership with China. Both countries are key players in the African Continental Free Trade Area, that is AFCFTA. So in conclusion, while South Africa and Nigeria have their unique strengths and challenges, they remain pivotal to Africa's future. Whether it's their economies, cultures, or influence on the global stage, these nations embody the diversity and potential of the African continent. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful comparisons and content. See you in the next video. Bye.